I want you to imagine a life where everything you want to have is achievable. You can be rich if you want. You can get fit if you'd like. You could get the dream girl if you'd like. Some people already live in this world because this is not something fictional. This all actually just comes down to one thing, and that is your mindset. I think one of the biggest misconceptions on this whole planet is that people think that most things are not achievable to them. If you truly believe that you can achieve something and you're willing to put in the work, you usually can. And obviously we can factor in all these other tiny things, like when it comes to being a professional athlete, then maybe the way your body is built is going to have some sort of impact. But those things are all excuses when it comes to like starting a successful business or getting rich or all kinds of things like that. One thing that's one of the biggest differences between successful people and unsuccessful people is having an internal versus having an external locus of control. Having an external locus of control means that you believe that the world is happening to you. You believe that the things that are happening around you aren't really up to you. While if you have an internal locus of control, you believe that you're happening to the world. You believe that everything around you is in your control and you're responsible for it all. One good example that I like to use is when I was in school and I had a bad grade on a test, or overall got a bad grade in a certain subject, I would quite often blame the teacher. I would say this teacher didn't understand when I said this, or they clearly didn't give us enough time to study, or they're just stupid, or these dumb excuses that are basically just a perfect example of having an external locus of control. And for example, also, if you get fired from your job, with an external locus of control, you're gonna think your boss is an idiot. Or if you don't blame your boss, you're gonna blame the economy and blame how everything is looking right now and why it's going so bad for the business, so they have to lay people off. You blame everything else but yourself. Well, if you have an internal locus of control, you obviously don't walk around and just blame yourself for everything. That would be stupid. But you take responsibility, and that's a huge difference. Like if you have an internal locus of control and you got a bad grade, you would not blame your teacher because you knew if you would have studied harder, if you would have done better on that test, you would have had a better grade. It's up to you. You would think, it's probably for those things that I did. I could have done better. You take things into your own hands. You know that you're responsible for your own actions and for what's happening to you. And obviously there's going to be things that are outside of your control. But this basic change of mindset of believing that you're happening to the world is not happening to you, it's gonna change everything for you. And this goes very well together with dreaming big, believing that you can achieve things because you believe that you're happening to the world. You believe that you're a force of nature. A good example for this is if you're trying to save money. If you think, I really can't spare any money right now, I'm always broke at the end of the month, then obviously you're not gonna be able to save money. But if you sit down and go, all right, there has to be a way. There's definitely some kind of way for me to save money right now, and you believe it's possible, then you're gonna find a way. The mind is gonna work with you as soon as you do that. This goes back to a topic I've discussed before, asking, can I do this, or how can I do this? It's a huge difference. If you ask, can I do this? You are probably ahead of most people either way. Like for example, let's say you sit down and look at something important to you and you go, can I get better at this? Can I improve this? For example, me with the channel. Can I improve my editing? That's gonna be ahead of many other people because they're just gonna be editing on autopilot. They're not gonna be asking themselves that question. Well, I'm gonna sit there and go, can I improve this? That's one step ahead of most people then, because you're already questioning if you're really doing the best you possibly can. But if you ask, can I do it better? There's an option to say no. The option of no is always there. You can say no to the question, can I do it better? You could come to the conclusion, no, there's probably not anything I can do. And that's why it's such a big difference between that and how can I do it better? Because if you go, how can I do it better? Then the option of no is not even there. You have to come up with at least some sort of way. And that's why you should also always brainstorm with these open questions. You shouldn't brainstorm with, can I improve my blah, blah, blah. You should always brainstorm with, how can I do this? Or how can I achieve this? Or how can I solve this problem? You're gonna find a way. I mean, we've all been there when we've been forced to change something. Like for example, you think you can't live without your dog, and then your dog dies. Then you're forced to live without it. Or let's say you have to start working 2 hours from where you live. That's gonna seem impossible at first. You don't have time to travel 4 hours every day, 2 hours there and 2 hours back. How are you gonna have time for that? But then once you actually start doing it, you find a way to make it work. If you believe you have time, you have time. And if you believe something works, it can work. Obviously not 100% of the time, but dreaming big and believing in what you want to achieve, it's a huge step to actually getting there. And this all might seem a little bit odd, but obviously you need to be a little bit odd to not be average. You need to be a little bit different to not be like everyone else. I think it was in the Millionaire Fastlane, MJ DeMarco talked about how if you keep taking advice from average people, you can't really expect anything else than average results. And you've probably heard that saying that you're the average of the 5 people that you spend most time with. And that kind of sucks, because that means that you're probably going to be drawn to being average, because the 5 people that are closest to you are probably going to encourage behavior that's very mediocre. But if you really want to live a different life from them, you have to actually dare to be different from them. You have to do things that set you apart. You have to be able to dream in the size of skyscrapers, because honestly, people give you shit advice constantly. And you never know, maybe this is shit advice, because people give so much bad advice on the internet. The reason I'm passing this on is because this is stuff I've learned over the years, and it's really worked for me so far. But yeah, this goes for anything, not only finances. You have to know that you can do whatever it is you wish to do. There's 2 components to that. First of all, you have to really believe that you can do what it is you want to do. But also, you don't want to believe in something mediocre. Like, yeah, I can believe in the fact that I can become a fast food worker or something, but what's the point of that? You have to dream big as well. So you have to combine dreaming big with actually believing that you can get there. And once you do that, the sky is the limit. Like, you can achieve anything you want. Just believe it to the fullest. Like, if you want to lose weight, don't go, maybe I can lose 3 pounds. No, actually choose your target weight where you would have like your dream body and go for that all in. Do everything wholeheartedly. I've always had that as kind of a blessing and a curse in my life, that I've always done everything so wholeheartedly. I've kind of gone blind to other things around me, and I've always gone all in on something that I'm really interested in, whatever it is during that period of my life. And I'm honestly very grateful for that, because it allows me to really focus and go all in and actually having chances of achieving greatness in that area. So dream big. Believe in it and do it wholeheartedly. And that's what I got for you today. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you watch this one and click the link in the description to get a free call with me. I offer a 30-minute free call where I just help you improve yourself. We dive into your challenges and goals, and I show you my 5-step process for self-improvement. Make sure you don't miss out on that and earn your sleep.
And by the way, subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Please and thank you.